Published 0413 EDT, the 4th of October 2017. Updated 0438 EDT, the 4th of October 2017. It returned for a second season, much to fans' delight, and has gripped the nation for the past 5 weeks. And Dr. Foster bowed out on Tuesday night with what can only be described as a cliffhanger ending, yet writer Mike Bartlett has bizarrely hinted that he'd like to turn it into an opera, rather than create a third season. The 36-year-old playwright and screenwriter, who has a successful run of both Broadway and West End shows under his belt, has said it would be fun to adapt it for the stage. Scroll down for video ready for an encore. Dr. Foster creator Mike Bartlett wants to adapt the BBC drama into an opera, but fans demand a third TV series after cliffhanger finally. So far things have their own form, and it's definitely a bit of television in my own head, but things get adapted and people get source material from all over the place, he told The Sun. But if someone wanted to come up with an opera idea for it, I'd definitely be up for it. It sounds fun, he enthused. This will surely infuriate fans who are already chomping at the bit for a season 3 after season 2 ended with Gemma and Simon's son Tom going missing and a massive question mark left loitering over the show. Mike's credentials as a playwright certainly lend to his ability to turn the show into an operatic score. His 2010 National Theatre play Earthquakes was hailed as a thrilling roller coaster ride in theatre. Sources have said Dr. Foster is perfect fodder for the dramatic nature of an opera. Big plans. Mike Bartlett has bizarrely hinted that he'd like to turn the show into an opera, rather than create a third season, but as season 2 wrapped up, there was clearly a desperate thirst for a third season of the show, with fans taking to Twitter to demand to know what will happen to Tom. "Don't you dare make it out like that was the last time. Well, see Dr. Foster and start begging for a third series. We want it," one person tweeted as the final scenes aired. Another chimed in, "Please, we need a series 3 now, and I hope it won't take another 2 years." But Mike has not confirmed either way on the show's future. Ready for the stage, the 36-year-old playwright and screenwriter, who has a successful run of both Broadway and West End shows under his belt, has said it would be fun to adapt it for the stage. Reflecting on the finale to season 2, Mike said, "You can see the ending. Tom's gone. So there's a question mark. In a way that is a question mark at the end. And I think it works as an end to this series and all the things that have been going on. Clearly there's potential there. But obviously there would have to be lots of conversations. We need to talk. Serene and I and lots of other people need to have lots of conversations, and we'll see." Mike also revealed he originally had a different ending for the second series, admitting the storyline of Tom's disappearance only emerged as he was writing. He confessed, "The ending of the show unfolded as I was writing it. In the plan, he's in the car at the end. They go back to her house and get a new kitchen and try to build a life. What's next?" Mike admitted he tried to remain in the present throughout the writing process, meaning he hasn't already developed a big master plan for another series. "It was only when I went to write it that she goes back to the car and he's not there. But that happened very organically from what he has been through, I think." And Mike admitted he tried to remain in the present throughout the writing process, meaning he hasn't already developed a big master plan for another series. He told RadioTimes.com, "I think it's important with this show that you stay in the present. It's not a show where you are seeding lots of things for some future thing. And that's never been the point of it. Part of the reason I don't massively do a big master plan for it is that no one in the show has that. And it's all about the present moment and what it feels like to go through this." The BBC had seemingly confirmed there won't be another run of the drama, with a cryptic tweet hinting at the end of the series, writing, "Gone but never, ever forgotten. Thank you for joining us for Dr. Foster. Gone but never, ever forgotten," as fans took to social media platforms to discuss the Dr. Foster finale, clamoring for a third series. The BBC have seemingly confirmed there won't be another dramatic. Viewers were left with their hearts in their mouths as the final episode of Dr. Foster ended in a dramatic cliffhanger following Simon's attempts to commit suicide twice in Tuesday night's finale. Viewers watched as Gemma delivered her final blows to Simon, setting him up to commit suicide and then saving his life with just seconds to spare. But just as it looked like Gemma might get her happy ending, she discovers that her son Tom has run away with his life seemingly in danger. Fans of the epic BBC drama were left frustrated at the episode's ending as Tom's whereabouts remains unknown. Taking to Twitter, one viewer wrote, "How can they actually leave it like that? I still have no answers. FFS." Viewers of the finale of Dr. Foster were left frustrated by the episode's cliffhanger ending. Another infuriated viewer added, No, you cannot leave it like that, Dr. Foster, no. You cannot be serious." The episode kicked off where the penultimate installment ended, with Gemma looking like she'd knock her ex-husband down, but she swerved at the last moment. As the episode progressed, it looked as though Gemma was finally moving on with her life. Simon tracked her and Tom down and pleaded for his forgiveness, but Tom denied him. Several viewers questioned whether the episode's open-ended finish could mean that a third series is on the way. During the episode, Tom told his dad he didn't want anything else to do with him, and Simon said he'd be better off without a dad. Simon made one last-ditch attempt to win Gemma back, but despite his pleas, she told him she'd be happier if he was dead. It was a case of be careful what you wish for, as the failed businessman was later seen just inches away from a busy motorway, threatening to take his own life. After saving her estranged husband, Gemma informed him that she and Tom wanted him out of their lives for good over a Last Supper in a service station cafe. It was there that Simon finally revealed what he had told their son to make him hate Gemma. She had suffered from postnatal depression and tried to abandon him as a baby. It also transpired that Gemma's parents died in a bad car accident after their car was crushed by a lorry. The episode ended with Tom's missing posters appearing online and stuck around the local area of Parminster. Following Simon's confession, Gemma fetched her medicine bag and wrote out a set of instructions for her ex to kill himself, so he could do it out of Tom's sight. Simon broke down in tears, telling his son, "I'm the problem in our family. I always have been. So you're absolutely right, Tom. You're so much better without me, and when I'm gone I think you'll feel a bit sad, but not for long. When my dad died, I just felt relief that I didn't have to worry about him anymore, that I didn't have to try and predict what way he'd ruin my life next. When he died I cried, but within an hour I felt so much better. That does happen. It can. I think you're gonna feel that about me." Plenty of viewers took to Twitter to share their sympathy for Tom following his parents' actions in the final episode, as Simon attempts to commit suicide for a second time by injecting himself with a cocktail of drugs. At this point, many viewers described how they had totally lost sympathy for Gemma, instead turning their concern towards Tom. Twitter user Sarah Packer wrote, "I don't like it. Feel so sorry for Tom." While Amy added, "Poor Tom would be traumatized for life if this was real." Viewers described the scene as unbearable as they saw Simon push up his sleeves and almost press a needle to his arm. Gemma rushed back into the room and talked him out of it, saying there is no painless way to die. "The truth is we don't know what it feels like, but we do know that it'll be nasty." The drugs were provided by Gemma, who left him with instructions on how to administer them. Gemma rushed to see if her son had tried to kill himself like his dad had done by walking onto the motorway. "If you do it, you will be over. There is no coming back. You will just stop." She managed to convince Simon to stay alive and went down to the car park to drive home, but was devastated to find that Tom wasn't in the car with Gemma, coming to the conclusion that he had chosen to end his life in the way his father had attempted to do on the motorway. After failing to find Tom, Gemma reports him missing, revealing that she blames herself for not noticing how depressed he was. The story jumped forward to when Gemma had returned to work and life carried on, but there were missing posters around Parminster, where they lived. In a terrifying voiceover, Gemma said, "The moment the blood rushes down out of your head, it's like suddenly falling, like something giving way." She reported her son missing and blamed herself for not noticing how depressed he was. The series ended with Gemma speaking directly into the camera, pleading with her son to come home. "It's not like shock, because there's the horror that somehow you knew, underneath, without realizing the horror. That this terrible thing was there, obvious the whole time, and you didn't see it, and you know there's no going back. Whatever life you had, whatever you thought was so important, now looks so naive. What you thought was the fight was merely the warning. Your biggest fear was nothing compared to this. The weeks go past and people say it will get better, but it doesn't. You do everything anyone could, but somehow, you know it's done, it's happened, too late. He's gone. You go over the past, what you did, what you said, again and again and again. What should you have done? Did you get it wrong from the start? You'll never stop going over it, and in the end all you can say is, I'm here. Tom, I'm your mum. I'm sorry, and I'm here. I'll always be here waiting when you want to come back, whenever you want to come back." Viewers were thrilled with the ending, with many believing that it meant a third series was coming.